Sorry about that, guys. I need my glasses to see. Well, hello. I've talked to most of you here already, and I am a graduate of 1994. It's been a long time. And so I'm honored to stand here today in front of you and welcome you to Cal State LA. I'm just so proud to be here. So I know that when you enter your transition into LA, I've already heard a lot of great stories. People are excited, people are afraid, they're nervous. I was too. But what I can tell you, having gone through the process, you're gonna have a great time. This is a time to celebrate. Your degree is worth its weight in gold. I graduated from East LA College, and then I transferred to Cal State LA. So actually, I'm the reverse of you guys. I'm from LA, and then I moved to Redlands. I actually moved to Fontana, then to Redlands. And I am a mentor with Cal State LA. And what's actually quite interesting is I've talked to a lot of students already through the years, and I actually bring them to Redlands because a lot of them are from LA, and I introduce them to a different way of living. Where I live now in Redlands, it's a small community. You can buy oranges on the honor system. They have oranges because we're big with citrus. You can put your $5 in the little can and take your bag of oranges. And one of the ladies that I brought from LA, she said, if that was in LA, the oranges would be gone and that can would be gone. So I bring people to Redlands to introduce them a different way of living. Because I'm already from LA, I already know everything about LA. And so when you arrive, my experience was that I was honored to meet a diverse group of people, people from different countries, professors that were just wonderful. I've always liked education, and I'll tell you a story. One of my professors, Dr. Cotton, failed me. I'm a numbers person, and it was one of those philosophy classes, and I couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it. And he knew I didn't get it, and instead of just passing me with a C, he said, no, you didn't get it. You need to rewrite your paper. And you know what I did? And I was really upset about it, but I got what he was trying to teach me. There's just so much more to life, and than just numbers and business. So anyway, that was a bad thing. Something good came out of a bad thing. But as you go through your journey, there are going to be endless opportunities around you. Appreciate it, absorb it. This is your time to shine. I am a business owner. This is what my degree got me. My business is called Small Business Accounting Services, and I've owned it since 1998. So my story's a little different. I quit school, and then I went back. It took me 10 years to graduate. And so I always worked full time. I put myself through college. I'm the first in my immediate family to even graduate from college. And so I worked full time, but good and bad. I didn't know, but it turns out I was good with numbers. Didn't know that. And so I did get a job. I'm from LA. I entered a job in downtown LA, a furniture manufacturing company. I started off as an entry-level clerk, and their accounting manager left, and I was like, why not hire me for the job? And the owner, nice man, but he said, if you think you're 10 years ahead of your time, make yourself an appointment to be interviewed with their outside CPA. And I said, okay, I will. And so I did. I had no experience, not managerial experience, but I took my books and my tests, because they had a big red mark that said an A. I ended up being 4.0 in accounting. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, make a long story short, I got the job. I tripled my income. I was 22 years old. I had not gotten the degree yet. I was working full time and studying at night. I worked in LA. I went to school at Cal State LA at night, and so I tripled my income. Then I bought a house. At 22 years old, as a single woman, I bought a house in Fontana. Now, Fontana was not on the map. This was going back to 1987. I never even heard of Fontana. I never went past Pomona. That was the farthest east that I ever been. And but it just so happens my sister and her husband bought a house in Fontana, and back in that year, you could buy a house for the price of a car. And so I always had a financial mind, so I needed the write-off because I was making pretty good money. So I bought a house as a single woman in Fontana. And then I heard the conversation today about the distance, the journey. I made that journey. I lived in Fontana. I was 22 years old. I went to work in LA, downtown LA on Pico Boulevard. And then at night, because they didn't have online classes back then, you had to physically go to class. I went to class at night from 6 to 10 at night at Cal State LA. And so I pretty much lived there in their library because it was easy for me to study there on site. And, you know, with time management, that's what some of the tables were talking about. So it can get challenging. Nobody knows that better than me. But make a long story short, I did graduate. I graduated, you know, it took me 10 years. And I talk to a lot of students now, and they call me because I'm a mentor with Cal State LA. So some students call me and they go, I can't do it, I can't do it. And I said, yeah, you can do it. Go to class, call me tomorrow morning. Things are always better in the morning. And so I encourage you as well. I passed out my business cards, and if not, come see me if you didn't get one. And you can call me. I'll be your cheerleader to help you, because I get it, I understand. And, you know, and I'll help you on those days that are not so good. And you can also call me on those days that are good. I have a guest with me, Edwin, back there. He was one of my mentees that contacted me that I talked to and I still talk to. He works with me. He was an accounting major. He graduated in 2023. And I talked to a lot of students, even now that have graduated, and they tell me about their new job, their successes, and whatnot. So anyway, I just want you to encourage you to push out of your comfort zone, discover new passions, and I get all the challenges, and they're real, it will happen. I made it. I drove from Fontana to LA 5 days a week, and I worked full time, so I did it. I was not a traditional student, but I can tell you that you can do it. I survived. I couldn't do it today, but I was young, so I did it. But I survived on grit, just pure grit. And I can tell you, you can too. On those days when you think, it's too much, I can't do it, you can call me. You all have my contact information. I always pick up, and I will tell you, you can do it. And so, let's see. Use your resources. Tutoring, if it gets challenging, use them. You have staff, you have your friends, you have tutoring services. Use them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And as you begin your incredible journey, my biggest advice to you is to stay curious, keep an open mind, and stay true to yourself. Most importantly, don't ever underestimate your potential. I get emotional because I was not supposed to be here. I had no one to tell me to go to college. I don't know how I did it. Had no encouragement. That's just, you know, my story. But that's why I'm a mentor now, because when I get students calling me and they say, I can't do it, I say, oh yes you can, because I did it. I know. So don't forget who you are. And so sorry, I get emotional. And don't let people tell you what you can or cannot do. When I went for that job in accounting many, many years ago, nobody thought I could get it, not even the owner. And if you know, by the end of the day, he hired me as his accounting manager, and I tripled my income. Welcome all of you new students to Cal State LA. Thank you, and best of luck to you as you embark on this new journey. And having a degree is worth its weight in gold. I have my business. I've been a business owner now since 1998, and I specialize in small to mid-sized businesses. And so if I can do it, you guys can do it. Thank you.
All right, what an amazing